Hey. No. It's taking its time. Okay, there we go. Hello, we are here for the a bunch of minors talk about stuff podcast. It's gonna be our first episode today with just me and Ashley. We are missing Beep, so say hi, Ashley, and say fuck you,
Hi.
Beep. So we are going to start this first episode of podcast on a bit of a low note, talking about the coronavirus, which yes is a pretty pretty touch. No. Sorry, my bad. We were actually starting this podcast with Fortnite, the treacherous game that deserves to be banned on every fucking console, was just kicked off of Google Play Store. But it was actually before this, about 2-3 days ago, I believe, it kicked off of Apple. Now the reason for this was as followed. Apple kicked. Oh, Apple's yes. So pretty much, they had taken it off of third party. So instead of going to the Apple Store for microtransactions, so buying V-Bucks, they would have to go to a third party website. So therefore, Apple would get zero funds out of what they were buying. And Ashley, you have anything to touch upon that? Huh?
If they violate the toss, then they violate the toss.
Good job, Ashley. Thank you. But let's read up my little notes here. They sued. Apple actually had. No, Epic had actually sued Apple because Epic had snuck when. No, it's because they kicked them off the Apple Store, but they had snuck in a. Let me find it. Sorry, it's my notes all fucked up because I typed them very wrong. Epic Games snuck in an update for both the iPhone and Android versions of the game that allowed users to pay Epic directly for in-app purchases instead of using an officially sanctioned system for both platforms and in-game video period. And an in-game video parodying Apple's own 1964 commercial positioning, Apple itself as the monopolist. Then the open positioning Apple. What the fuck? The open. Yes, my notes are very sound. The open Android ecosystem lets developers distribute apps through multiple app stores for game developers who choose to use the Play Store. Oh, this is, by the way, this is I fucked up the podcast already. This is sad. This is the response that they had to say before kicking Fortnite off of the Play Store. The open Android ecosystem lets developers distribute apps to the multi-app stores for game developers who choose to use the Play Store. We have consistent policies that are to developers and keep the store safe for users. While Fortnite remains available on Android, we can no longer make it available on the Play Store because it violates all policies. And that would be it for the Fortnite. Just the everything. Fortnite's getting kicked off of everything because they snuck in that stupid update. So therefore, only Epic gets paid. So Apple or Android, they get no cut of the pay that goes from V-Bucks or any in-app purchases. Anything to say on that, Ashley?
If they violate the toss, they do violate the toss. You know, microtransactions, it's a bit iffy. As you know, Netflix, they have their own website. I don't think they got transactions on on the App Store. I don't think so. On the Google Play Store, but that it could also be that they are also an exception since they're a streaming service instead of an actual like game service.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, that was your take. If that's all you have to say, thank you. I've already fucked up this podcast for the very first fucking episode. That's sad. Oh, and by the
Oh,
way, I might be sneaking in like just an edit of the Fortnite what the in-game video was if I remember to edit this in because I'm editing this in probably later. Because this is actually being recorded. It's not no stream or anything like that. Just to let you know, so I can't play it off of OBS. Nor do I know how because it's so new to OBS. But and that's all you have to say, Ashley. Like nothing else on the Fortnite topic at all.
um, I think the tone should be more clear if you have to be a streaming service to be an exception to this. You know, as Netflix, as I don't really think there is a I don't think if they have like microtransactions on the store, even though they're a streaming platform that has that like needs like money and stuff.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, I guess now on to the next topic, which is the coronavirus is apparently getting to be more deadly than the 1918 flu pandemic. Now, the number was not as high as from what I've read. Let me double check on this. The coronavirus is at least as deadly as the 1918 flu pandemic, and the death toll could even be worse. The increase in the deaths during the 1918 flu pandemic was higher overall, but comparable to the observed in the first 2 months of the coronavirus outbreak in New York City. The researchers found it was first noted in the United States in September 1960. That was my bad. I can't read this with a shit because I didn't actually take notes. I did something way different. It's saying that in the first 2 months it was indeed worse than the 1918 flu, but overall the death count was more for the coronavirus, I believe. The coronavirus is at least as deadly as the 1918 flu pandemic, or the toll could even be worse. Increase in deaths. Oh yeah, the 1918 was higher overall. The death count was higher.
If the death toll would be way lower, and the infections would be way lower if people actually wore masks and social distance.
Yeah, that's the thing here, because you see over like in China and like Japan and every other major country, they completely shut down everything. You couldn't go outside. It was like an actual lockdown, and their numbers have decreased. But America, we haven't had, I believe, 2 states that I know of, which would be California and New York, went into full lockdown for a couple of months. And I believe New York was on lockdown. Let me check that real quick. Let me see.
Once you start enforcing a lockdown, the coronavirus, like, things will actually start decreasing as...
Yeah, because people are not going out. Like, so me and my father, we went fishing. And I know that's against, social distancing. But as we were going fishing in a secluded area, like it was just me and him, we wore masks and everything. But we were looking over, because right by the fishing spot, like a mile away, there was this giant park. And there was thousands of people playing sports and all this. My brother's friend was going to, baseball practice and doing baseball games and everything during Corona. And this was a couple months ago. About 4 months ago, I believe, when we moved back to our state, he was doing baseball practice during the pandemic. Like, it was still, it was higher at the time. Like, we couldn't go into restaurants. We would have to order it or go to the drive-thru. Like, it was a lot worse. But now it's like, I can go inside the stores all I want. Like, people, not a lot of people I've seen all wearing masks. But it's mainly because I live in a state with one of the least death count, the lowest death counts. I think that's one of the main reasons. But no one wears masks. That's just the thing. So I've taken over it's the thing. So it's my bad. You can go now, Ashley.
What?
Yes.
I'm just not in agreement.
What? But let me read the 1918 flu's overall death count and how deadly it was. Pandemic and death toll was higher overall. Yes. Sorry for this. It's reading my notes. Researchers found it was first noted in the United States in September 1968. The estimated number of deaths was 1 million worldwide and about 100,000 in the United States. Most excessive deaths were in people 65 years and older. The H3N2 virus continues to circulate worldwide as seasonal influenza. Yeah, I think that's it. Influenza A virus. Okay, so that's it. Overall, it's looking worse. Like, about 1 million people were killed through the 1918 flu pandemic, and 100,000 in just the United States. That is a mass amount. Like, let me see.
It'll probably get a lot more worse if the anti-vax community
Yeah,
actually says
it's
that masks are bad, don't vaccinate, and all that, because vaccines can't actually do work, and masks also do work. They're not hypnotizing thing. They're not that. They're like masks that actually help. They're not meant to actually hypnotize people, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's not even possible.
Okay, I'm actually pulling up a tab on the just countries, islands, continents that have a population of 100,000 or below. Okay, so it looks like Africa would almost completely be wiped out with only 9,220. What the? Oh no, that's 1 million. My bad. Let me get down to the lower numbers here. I was gonna say that didn't sound right when Africa would be completely wiped out except for 9,000 people. Okay, that's in the lower millions. Okay, we're getting to the lower territory. So, Aruba in the Netherlands, in the Caribbean Sea, I believe. 105,845 people live in that country. So it'd be literally 5,845 people left after that one pandemic. That just goes to show. I'm not gonna bother pronouncing that, but it's in Africa, and it's in Eastern Africa. Seychelles. I can't pronounce it. I'm not good at pronouncing absolute jack shit. As an absolute population of 97,096. That would be completely wiped out with 3,000 to spare. Not 3,000 to spare, 3,000 above. So any 3,000 people that were born would be wiped out as well. Anything to note on that, Ashley? Or anything to note, period?
Most likely. If you can't tell, I'm playing Hyperscape.
Really?
Yeah, I'm playing Hyperscape.
Nice. Okay, but actually, just to know, in the Virgin Islands in the United States, they would only have 4,680 people left. So 100,000 Virgins would be wiped out. Just the 40-year-old Virgins would lose their life, and that deserves a salute. But all jokes aside, just stay safe, keep inside, wear a mask, keep social distancing. The pandemic is still a thing. Clearly, even though they're still opening up schools, everyone it's clearly not being enforced. But stay social distanced. Just make sure. Now on to the next topic, which is going to be the last topic from me, and then we're going to have a topic at the end. The next three after that would be Ashley's topics. Okay, let me open up the screenshots I took. So, Crunchyroll has announced that they've announced 3 actors, I believe 3 actors for the dubbed anime Rent-a-Girlfriend. And I know most people probably don't like animes, but hey, I'm an anime fan. So is Ashley, but he didn't watch much subs. Yes. But sorry if I pronounce any of this wrong. As I said before, I'm not good at pronouncing things, and they have some pretty confusing names. Alex Lee as Kazuya. I say a bit on my head. Lizzie Freeman as Chizuru. And Laura Stahl, I believe, as a Mami-chan, or Mami. Now let's look at Kazuya's voice actor. I think it's Alex Lee. Let me look at him. I never thought it'd be this. I'm an idiot. Oh, I can just look you. Okay. It's gonna take 1 second for me to find. That's Chizuru. So it's gonna take 1 second. I just need to find the one he was in. That's Chizuru, that's Mami, so that means This one is him. It'd have to be, right? Oh, yeah, okay, this is him, I believe. Yep. Okay, he was in... Let the screenshot load. He was in Beyblade Burst GT. By the way, I hate the Burst of Beyblade. Beyblade original is the best. This is all the dubbed actors, by the way, so no Japanese actors. He was Joe Lazaro. I think that's how I pronounce it. He was in Kigastle of Incent Cage, the owner of the Beyblade Burst, by the way, as well as Kado. Carol. Oh, I've actually seen this. Carol and Tuesday. It's a TV show, anime, I guess. As Black Knight, Demon Slayer, also known as Kimi. I can never pronounce the Japanese name, but you guys get the gist. He was Zenitsu in Demon Slayer for the dub. I actually didn't know that. He was also in the movie Mugen Train as Zenitsu. He was in Disastrous Life of Psyche K as Cayman? Oh no, wrong one. It's not saying. He was in the Reawakened Ona. It's not saying what he was. That's odd. He was in Doro Hendoro, I think that's how I pronounce it, as Chaiman. Gunman Build Divers Rise as Stola, yeah. Japan Sinks 2020 Ona Kite. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Golden Wind as Mario Zucchero, I think. This is going to be very annoying. Laws of the Universe Part 1 movie as Dahal, yeah. Record of the Grand Crest War TV as Alexis Douch. Went to Girlfriend TV as Kazuya. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I think it's a Kinoshita. And then the Rising of the Shield Hero as Iki. Sword Art Online Alicization World of the Underworld as Little. Oh, jeez, I haven't even watched Underworld, so I don't have any clue how to pronounce this. Lil. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Ashley. Can you pronounce this for me? Lilpilin. It's like Lil Pillen. Oh, it's Rayleigh's best friend in episode 7. Welcome to the Demon School, Ariman-kun, as Aimi Kiro. That's gonna be it for Chizuru. I'm not Chizuru. Jesus, I can't do anything today. As Kazuya. Now it's gonna be Lizzie Freeman as Chizuru, and Chizuru is right here. She was in Ascendance of a Bookworm as Oh my god, I want to give up doing this. Delia. Okay, I'm gonna stop butchering these names. He was in Gunman Build Divers Rise as Freddy. Hanzuki no Gekujo. I'm just gonna leave it there. Delia. Inspector as Kokoto. Iwanika. I don't even bother pronouncing this anymore. Seki Cheat Magician as Rin. I'm just gonna say the false names from now on. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind as Trish Yuna. Oh, she was in Kakagiri as Imuru Moshibami. Student in episode 9, by the way. Lupin Goodbye Pono as Emika. Yeah. Magico Record Poland. What's that one? She was in a side story as Felicia Mitsuki. Magical Senpai as Senpai. Rent a Girlfriend as Chizuru Mizuhara. And Seven Deadly Sins, Imperial Wrath of the Gods as Olandi. I'm butchering all this, by the way. I'm just gonna have it. Sword Art Online Alicization as Cardinal. Okay, one more to go. A lot. Just a lot. Because I have 2 screenshots of Mami-chan. So as Laura Stahl as Mommy, We're gonna go scroll up to what she's done. Let's have fun with this. Make sure I'm getting the right one. Yep. Okay, first gonna read this, and this is we it, and then we'll talk about traps, I guess. I'm sorry this is taking much longer than I thought it should have, and me just reading this has taken longer than it should have. Okay. Knights of the Zodiac, Saint Seiya, as I don't even bother saying this. Yeah, I'm just gonna say the feckin' things. She was in Little Witch Academia, Lupin 3 Goodbye Portal, Lupin Third, Fuki Mind's a Lie, Magical Record, yes, that one, the Madoka Magic side story, Mobile Suit Gunman, Thunderbolt Bandit Flower, Pokemon Twilight Rings, Promised Neverland, Rent a Girlfriend, Seven Deadly Sins, Imperial Wrath, The Gods, Seven Deadly Sins, Revival of the Comrades, Cyrus Diego, Sword Art Online, Alternative, Gun Gale Online, Sword, Gaia, The Animation Part 2, Testament of Sister New Devil Boast, which is actually really good, by the way. Welcome to Demon School, Uramikun. And now to the next screenshot. Yay. Ascendance of a Bookworm, Backstreet Girls, Goku Dolls, Berserk, Beyblade Burst GT, Ona, Beyblade Burst TV, Beyblade Burst Turbo. I hate saying Beyblade sometimes. Kagasto on Insect Cage. Cable on Tuesday, Cells at Work, also really good. Detective Kona, Episode 1, The Great Detective, Tone Small, Fate / Extra Last Incall, and then Fate / Last Incall Yes, it's like Illustracia's Tendor Tetsu special. Fate / Grand Order, Absolute Demonic Front, Babylonian. Grand Blue Fantasy, the animation, Gundam Build Divers, Gundam Build Divers Revise, Honzuki no Gekujo, Hunter x Hunter, Hunter x Hunter Phantom Rogue, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, Aseki, Cheat Magician, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Diamond is Unbreakable, and Kakagiri. And that wraps it up for that. I'm sorry for the hell I've put everyone in this through. I am very sorry. Now, let's go on to Ashley. Ashley, you got your parts now? Which would be GTA Online Super Galaxy Mission Payouts.
So, quite a lot of dubs are coming out. And two, the yacht and...
Oh, those aren't dubs coming out. Those are dubs they've been in.
That's quite the
yeah.
list.
Yeah, I'm sorry for reading that, by the way. I didn't think it would be that hell. Like, I was looking at it, I was like, it's not gonna be that bad. I should have just stuck to, doing the names of the animes and not the names, because after that, it took less long. I also, next time, having either Beep or you doing that. Hell if I'm doing that again. But that was something, I put it that way. Okay, you get onto your story now. Stories. What? Your mic is, like, eating shit.
So the payouts for, like, the missions is 18 to 23, basically.
Uh-huh.
The mission payouts. And that's having them doubled, apparently, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh.
And, like, the yacht costs $6 million, bare minimum. That's the least expensive one.
Oh, so I should stop playing GTA Online again.
So basically, yacht payouts super bad. There's only like 6 missions, and you only get like you basically get like 100,000 out of like the total. It just really sucks.
Okay. Yeah, I think I kind of understood what you said. I'm not good at GTA Online at all. Like, I literally, I beat the story mode. I was like, okay, I guess I'll try GTA Online. And I gave up because, they're toxic as hell.
I can carry you.
You could, but I play console if I play GTA. Unless I can, once I start using my thing, you can carry me all you want.
Okay, I go play console. You gotta like pay for like online,
What do you mean?
like Xbox Live and all
Yeah,
that.
no, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's kind of cucked. Because, like, on literally all you got to pay for on PC is what you're playing off of. So, like, your Steam and then the game. That's all. You obviously you got to make a Steam account and then you got to make, like,
So
the account to play. It's like Ubisoft account.
yeah, so like Steam, like Origin, all that is free.
Yeah, and then you also got,
Yeah,
what's it called? It's, I guess you got
got like
Game Jolt. And then you got, I forget, I usually get most of my indie games, though. Trying to think.
G2.
What?
It was G2A.
Huh. I'll have to double check, but that's where I got my indie games. And then that's where, like, you can publish a game even if you're, like, a small little creator. It's nice. Or you can go to Steam Greenlight and exist. We don't talk about Steam Greenlight, though. That existed a while ago. Okay. Is that it for the GT Online Super Galaxy mission payouts? Or are you going on a Warframe now?
That's about it.
Okay. So, switch to the Warframe. Yes.
Warframe is a third-person action little shooter where you play as Tenno. Tenno are these super-empowered children. You go find your mother. Mother trains you.
Hashtag not sponsored.
By the end of it, basically, by the end of it, your child has mother issues, and now they're coming out with like the new war that's supposed to come out soon, like the third part of it. Then there's the Heart of Demos. That one is basically, the heart of the Warframes are there, and if the heart dies, then all Warframes die. And stuff.
Oh.
But
Okay.
and like the game, like I don't know how good it's gonna be as Railjack. Like that was, you could see
Yeah.
it was rushed by a lot. Like
I
you
haven't
could
personally
flip
played
the
any of the new updates. Like, I've played the vanilla game on Xbox, and I personally love the game. I just didn't have the time because I got back in Ulk. I started to play Six Siege again. Like, I got in a lot of different games. Now I'm playing Hyperscape, Apex, doing podcasts, sending my Fireball for my friend. Like, I'm doing stuff. So I wouldn't have time to get engaged into a big story game right now. That's why I'm holding off on, like, Fallout 4 and everything.
Like the game, it takes a lot of time to get into.
It
But once you get
does.
into it, it's kind of easy. You gotta wait 24 hours for just one Warframe.
Yes.
Out of
Yes.
3
I know.
done.
I was
Then, like,
crafting
3
a
days.
shotgun. I think it was
Crafting.
called the Bowl something. And it took, like, a very, very long time. Let's put it that way. I don't remember the exact date because it was a while ago. But I was crafting this pretty decent shotgun when you got, I forget what it's called, but you do those stupid special things. It was like level 3 or whatever. It was like a third tier weapon. And it was a Bowl shotgun. I think you actually get the recipe for it, and so you just don't have to buy it. The recipe, but you get what I mean. But it literally took like a day and more, and it was very annoying. It's like one of the only complaints I have, but I can see why they're doing it. And I don't know. I never really got much of the other like Tennos. I sticked with mine, which I can't remember. I know it's one of the 3 bases, and it was the one that has lightning. That's about it.
The new like thing where you can like consume a Warframe to your vested part of the ship to use its power to infuse into other Warframes. That seems interesting, but I don't know
What?
if that's gonna be like really used or not.
So you can fuse a Warframe into your ship.
So basically, how it works is that you go, and like, let's say you want to use mag powers on a bolt. You go slide mag into that crispy old room where those infested.
Oh.
Keep it on the thing. You're like, heal, take it. I don't want you to upgrade the abilities. I want you to consume it. And it's like, I'm gonna consume this Warframe. And it's like, hey, which Warframe do you want this power to be infused with? and like, hey, I want this Volt to use Mag Pal. So then like, Volt can just lift people up and just smash them.
What?
Basically meaning that if you're in a PVE situation, you might see a necklace that somehow has Excalibur's Exalted Blade, which now it's kind of hard to gauge what they're using. And now probably
Uh-huh.
say like this person has this ability as a new thing. Who knows? It's kind of crazy, and I don't know if they're gonna know the god rolls like Silent will just blow a nuke. Oh no, I think that was actually fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Another
1 second,
thing
let
that
me. 1 second, I need to look up something. So pretty much I could use Volt's powers, and I can also use Mag's powers, or like Gruda's powers at the same time. Or would it be I could use that one Wolfram and then use the powers trade out?
I think it's the base Wolfram's ability and a new
Oh,
ability,
so you would
but it comes out
okay.
like the 25th. So I don't really know what's going on. All I saw was an Excalibur using Volt's Force ability, which is like,
That is overpowered. But the Excalibur, I don't like Excalibur. Let me look. I'm trying to see the one that I knew was just nerfed a while ago. It wasn't Chroma. Oh, no, it wasn't Groot. It could have been Groot, no. Who was it? It was probably Mirage. 1 second. Octavia. Who's this? No.
they also finally improved the drop rate for Steel Essence, which by the way is a good idea because some of the things are very expensive in Steel
Yeah.
Essence.
Do you know that Tenno that was like really overpowered that they nerfed like half a year ago? She could do the she could have the healing. I think it was Nezuha. No, I don't think it was Nezuha. It could have been Gruda.
So like they basically I'm surprised that they did kinda because I don't really use skill tree, so I don't really know.
Uh-huh. But it was she does this radius attack, I believe, and then she can also heal someone within the area. She was more of like a floating female-esque Tenno. It
Wait, wait,
remind,
wait,
huh?
wait. Did you complete the second? Did you complete the wall with them?
Huh? No, I haven't yet. No. I have barely in the story.
Yeah. He- here's the thing. So if you complete the wall with them, your Tenno basically gets out of the wall frame and shoot lasers out of their hand.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they can shoot lasers out of their hand now.
Okay.
Dream. They can also Sonic Boom, Void Dash, and if you do that, your entire skill tree changes. Well, now,
I think it was Wisp. Yeah, I think it was.
Dash, it'll open up the finishers and stuff.
Yep, it was Wisp. How big was the nerf on Wisp? Do you know?
I don't really know, but the only thing I would see is really overpowered is her first and her fourth.
Uh-huh.
As her fourth is the little sun. Her
Yep.
fourth
Soulgate.
is health.
Yeah, that would
yeah,
be.
that
Choose a
was-
zone. That
how
would
is
be
that
open
the-
a dimension breach of one enemies. No, it would be Reversus or some crap like that. I know Willow Wisp is pretty nice. Cast forwards. Yeah.
Basically just a solid dose of radiation. Like I'm pretty sure he did like all strength. He did like 3,300.
Oh yeah, no, it boosts strength and heal. I believe is what it was, and I think it was
Like,
Breach
yeah.
Sword. No.
Like I haven't used Wisp in a long time, so I don't really know. But probably be able to upgrade its power just like its damage by just strength and like
Mhm.
I mean that.
You know,
everything is just overpowered.
whole health is 100. I believe this is all base too. Health 100, 75 shield, armor 150, and energy is 200. So that's, I think they did nerf that quite a bit for when I played. I think. But I remember whole
The 200 like energy is like really easy to solve for
Yeah.
flow or just flow.
So I haven't played in a while, so I don't know all the crap, but I do remember what to do. But I know Soulgate. I remember my friend Max. He actually was one that was gonna do the podcast with us as well, but he dipped out. He just didn't want to do it. But I remember he would use Soulgate. And it was just like literally, it opens a portal to the sun and just beams them to death, and it does so much damage, and it was so overpowered. I just find that incredible. And Will-O-Wisp was okay, but the one where it did, if you had the circles effect, there was 2 of these crystals you could summon. You could summon a healing one, so you would have healing, and then have a time, and you would run out of the circle, and time would start running out, and you have to go back. And there was also one for damage. Your damage would be like times in some way. I can't remember the exact times, but it was more of a support guardian. Like she was a support op pretty much, but she was really good at offense, from what I remember at least. So what? No. What Tenno do you main?
Vitality, speed, and like offense basically, like damage stuff. And if
Uh-huh.
you combined all those, you could make the ball prime. Just
Yep.
wastes tile mag very fast.
Volt
And I
Prime.
can
I
tell
like
you,
Volt.
It is insane on what you can do with that. Like it is, and Wisp has a double time on it, so meaning that you get like more damage. So if something can do like 3,000 damage, it could possibly do like 4,000 basically.
Uh-huh. Can we just admire the look of Volt Prime? I'm actually gonna have to throw that into the editing when I edit this. But can we just admire the look of Volt Prime? It's just amazing. Like, just keeping the base black and yellow colors will just be perfect. But what character do you main? What Tenno?
I use the Valzen, and I finally use like I'm primarily just using other frames like I don't know Prime because of the high health.
Uh-huh.
Health like taken away, but I'm also using the Ignis Wrath
Uh-huh.
because it's pretty good, and so far I can take like level 105s down when it's like level 3.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I like to look at the primes, and just Tenno's period, but the primes just stick out, because they look dope as hell. No, I like Limbo Prime. Limbo Prime's my favorite prime. It looks funny.
Limbo was like used a lot during Scarlet Spiel.
Uh-huh. Let me find original Limbo.
The original one was just hard to get.
He looks kind of weird. No, I like Limbo Prime, because look, he's just wearing a hat. He's just wearing a hat. Looks like he can high noon you at any time. Not gonna lie. just change the hat style just a teensy bit.
It's ultimate fuck you to aimbotting because it just aimbots every single thing.
Uh-huh. Nova Prime just looks weird. I like Tanani. No. Back me.
Satina?
Yeah, Tatina's Prime. That looks pretty cool. I just take the pink out. I don't like the pink with it is. Like if you replaced, I'd say with a teal, not the teal, the cyan, whatever you say, with pink, that would be well appreciated because that looks generally nice. The I don't know, the pink where they have it, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't stand out all that much, but it has its own way of standing out, I guess you could say. Okay, so are we switching off this topic? Do you have anything else to say?
Seeing that it's 10:54, I actually gotta go.
Oh, come on, I guess let's wrap this up real quick. So, let's finish with literally one more point, which would be traps. Now, let's read you the definition of a trap, if you do not know. An anime trap is either a male or a female that looks or acts like the opposite sex. Here's an example of a trap. This is Gaspel from High School DxD. He looks and acts like a female, but is actually a guy. Which, yeah. Gaspel, like, I actually genuinely thought when I watched High School DxD he was a girl, because he looked like a fucking girl and acted like a fucking girl, but no, he was a guy. Also, have you seen, I forget what it's called. It's like Nixio, something like that. It's the thug that marries the other. It's the two gangs, and then one of the gangs had to do an alliance with the other gang. It turns out that the other gang's leader was a girl, not like leader, but the son or the daughter. So they had to get technically married, but not really. But in that, there was actually a friend of the girlfriends, whatever, the friend, and it was she acted like a guy, because like she had to keep with a guy role, I believe, but it was a girl. And then you could, in Maya and Chicky, I believe, the butler was a girl, but was a guy. No, it was a guy. It was actually like a guy to keep his job, but it was a girl. I just find that funny. Anything to say before you go, Ashley?
Not really.
Okay. Well, this ends it here for the first podcast, so I'm gonna wrap it up at 42 minutes. You can leave whenever you want, Ashley. Just give you a go out saying goodbye. Oh, you left. Okay, well, I'm just gonna wrap this up in another 30 seconds. I'm just gonna kind of keep it here. I'll keep this as just the end code. I'll put music over me talking. It's gonna be nice. Yeah. Well, this was fun. I hope you all have a nice day. See ya later.